Yes, sir. We back with another one. Salute, y'all. Let me get the chat up. Let me get the chat going. Let me get everybody in the loop. I see y'all. I had to get that off real quick. What's good, y'all? Appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody that's joining in. I see everybody coming into the chat already. Devon McLean says RBE equals really booking everything. Not everything. Can't do everything. That's why we need multiple leagues out here. But we do our best and we do our part. I appreciate that, homie. ARP must be paying good. He got Mook and Charlie Clips. Oh, we've had Mook and Charlie Clips before, homie. This Charlie Clips. How many battles has Charlie Clips had? Charlie Clips battle Adi Boom. Charlie Clips did a 2-on-2 with DNA. Charlie Clips battle Big K. Charlie Clips now has Rosenberg Raw booked on RBE coming up May 6th. Am I missing any? I think that's all the Clips' RBE battles. So he might have 4. And Murder Mook, obviously, Mook versus Averb, and then the Mook versus Street Him social distance battle, which wasn't cheap either. Mike Black, salute, respect RBE, appreciate that. Spaz says, do you believe? We got a super in from a Kyle. Where's Heavy Half been at? Need him back. Almost had Heavy Half versus Show Off on Divide and Conquer Part 1. I think they didn't really want that matchup. So we kind of had to just hold off on getting Heavy Half back, and that's also why Show Off wasn't on Part 1, even though he had a classic performance versus Jag. And that's the thing. Sometimes people see a battler on, like, let's say a card, and then they're not on the card after, and they automatically interpret that like, oh, that must mean you lost your last battle. Jag versus Show Off, I don't think I chosen the winner, did I? But it's like people were saying it's top 10 battles of last year. And then you see Jag versus Rosenberg Raw on the next card, back to the blue room, and then people might assume that, does that mean that Show Off lost? No, I tried to have Jag and Show Off both on the next card because of the performance they just had. But Show Off and Heavy Half, they kind of was like, let's hold off for a second. You know what I'm saying? And we just, all right, cool. We just double back, spin the block in a second. So now that we are spinning the block, I did get Show Off back. He's got Chef Trez coming back on May 6th. I haven't spoken to Heavy Half in a second, but that's my nigga. I've always fucked with Heavy Half. Real good guy. Has a bunch of RBE battles, bunch of crazy performances on our platform. And I love what he brings to the stage. I need to get him back ASAP. Last time he was on RBE was a straight to a battle. I think that was versus Mr. Mills, and that was crazy. He snapped on that. What else we got going on? So once again, shout out to that super. But yeah, we got clips coming on. I was just texting him, so he should be up here in a minute or so. Of course, I want to talk to Charlie Clips about his upcoming May 6th battle versus Rosenberg Raw. I want to see how he feels. I want to see. I want him to be able to discuss with the fans. How did that battle come together? You know what I'm saying? Like, why that battle on this card coming up? We're gonna address the elephant in the room. It's not really an elephant in the room. He's already put out a video about that, so that's dope. But we're gonna get to it. Is Charlie Clips really going to do 3 fully written rounds on May 6th versus Rosenberg Raw, or is he gonna do any freestyling? We're gonna address that. We're gonna get to that. So I also want to get his predictions on the card. I also want to ask him possibly about how he moves back and forth between both platforms. And I think I also want to ask him about some of his recent joints. So I think I see Charlie Clips in the lobby. He's over there trying to fix his little dookie braids underneath his hat. I see him in the lobby. He's trying to get right. He's got a glass of agua, so he's following his brother DNA. Drink water. I guess he can't hear me right now because if he did, then he would know that I'm flaming him. Nah, he's smiling, so he hears me. He's probably gonna come on and flame me now. So good. Um, I'll do the applause myself. No sound effects. Charlie Clips in the building, y'all. Charlie Clips, what's good, homie?
Can I get some real? Cause you don't got no button like you pushing to get the claps.
I had it when I first built my little fake podcast setup. I had it, and then it was like this big ass sound switchboard, and it cost a lot of money. And the only thing I figured out how to do was like sound effects. I'm taking this shit back, man. I don't got time for this shit. And it was mad.
You taking this brick by brick shit to the heart too. You want everything from the start.
I be
you
trying.
want everything from the start. Like, yeah.
I be trying, but that's why we was texting earlier. I was just like, you was like, yo, what's the setup like? Am I good on this type of device or that type of device? I was like, man, you'd be surprised how many people just use their cell phones, even bloggers. I'm the only person wasting time and money trying to upgrade my little look and all that type of shit. Use webcams and all this. I'm wasting money and time. Man. I see people going viral off of cell phones. But what's up, G?
Everything is great, man. I'm blessed. I can't complain. You know, I heard what you said.
I was about to flip that. I was about to flip that. I know I'm talking to a Harlem nigga, so I got to be careful, but you're looking good, handsome. You're glowing, handsome. You know what I'm saying? Lux voice. You looking good out here. You know what I'm saying? Look like you must be in the weight room or something.
You know what's crazy? Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. You don't know what's crazy? It's great that you said that though, right? Because I'm a little under the weather. But my training and stuff of how I've been doing lately lets me know that's good. You can't even tell. You know what I mean? Because before I'd have been like, yo, hey, listen, man, I call you. Listen, let's work on it.
You're able to do the voice right now. I see how you get out of shit.
You know what I mean? You gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta Hollywood, niggas. You gotta know when to call out, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny you said that. Is that you said the handsome? You know who's the main person who says that. I was just with him and Mook the other day.
So before I get to you and Mook, so you and Lux, y'all are cool.
Me, Lux, and Mook was just together the other day.
All right, so that was like a very, very kind of weird, not weird, but he didn't answer that all the way, y'all. So I'm gonna leave it alone.
Energy though, right? What's
energy
the
was
odds?
good.
I'm not battling Lux. There was no reason to bring him up. So when you joked and said the handsome, it's like energy, do that on purpose. Like, what are the odds? You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like the other day,
out. Go ahead.
Mook on the card.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying. So he headlined against Big K. So it's amazing how that the energy just brought us around each other without it even being about divide and conquer too. We still just happen to all link up in the same atmosphere. Salute to Tiff Lux. She's doing something big. I was the host of a TV show that she's putting together. And if this if it gets picked up, even if it doesn't, to me, I think independently it's going to be something awesome. I don't want to name the artists on there and stuff she had, but let's just say she had some top tier people on there just as well. And this situation is dope. So yeah, me, Lux, and Mook, I was the host. They was there, and we had a great time. The other day. Pause.
That's dope. That's dope because I mean, I don't know I just haven't seen y'all all together, and I know sometimes y'all Harlem niggas, y'all kind of stick together. Some of y'all I speak to, they won't battle each other. I used to be like, nah, that's Harlem. I ain't doing it. That's stuff like that. And the history of you and Lux, which is epic, which is classic.
Yeah.
To hear that you guys is hanging out and all that. And you guys from the outside looking in never had nothing deep off stage anyway.
So so the funny part about it is that we actually did have problems or whatnot. First of all, salute to everybody and in the whole situation. Everything is over with. That been done for years. Everybody respect one another. Peace has been made. That's put in the past. But it was a certain situation, that transpired back then where it was just kind of like, at the time, and like I said, this is back then. This ain't even nothing now. When I had two of my friends, two of my homies who done been in the crib, two of the homies, the way they came about, I just always felt like if you're gonna have a, personal, do what you got to do and shit. That's just how battle rap goes. But when you done been in the crib and you done, I done helped you out in situations to attack from that point. That's why it was a little deeper for me. Pause, because it was my homies that was doing it. It was no other battle rappers. It was my niggas from Harlem, though. You dig what I'm saying? Why is the Harlem niggas trying to take me out in a certain way. You dig what I'm saying?
You.
So
I got
I'm
you.
like, yo, why nobody just battled me with bars? They always got to go the extra route to try to take me out. But I understand it though. I understand it. So long story short, got over that shit. Seen Lux one day or whatever, sweating with the Akuma beads around his chest, walking up on 145th. I seen him, right? And a part of me was like, then I was like, man, I'm so beyond that shit. Beloved, oh shit, handsome. What's up, handsome? Dapped him up and shit. You know what I'm saying? I confronted him like, yo, whatever transpired from us back in the day, we weren't young, but we were young-minded. Let's just let that go. And you know what I'm saying? I'm over that, bro. Much love to you, success. We dapped up, hugged, and we've been cool. You know what I mean? He'll tell you, we speak, and it's always love. So, you know, like I said, at that time, it was just like, damn, this is my nigga done been in the spot. I recorded. He got one of the dopest freestyles, and he couldn't find an engineer, right? I let him come to the spot when I used to live on 139th, and I recorded it. I'm going to get the freestyle for you. The mixing, everything I did. So it was like, this my nigga. So it was more so of like, mind you, I didn't heard some of the bars he had for Cal back then. But he first was making it, and I was confused as shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, man, Calico, Lux, I don't know what you're talking about, my brother. Then it all made sense later. You know what I'm saying? So that's how far we go back to even letting me hear. You know, Lux don't let nobody really hear his, you know, so let me hear. That was my boy like that. So like I said, man, I'm just happy today that we can all sit down as kings, as legends, as goats, come together. You understand what I'm saying? And maybe do something later to push the culture forward, you know what I mean? Because nobody ever really see me, him together work on anything or do anything. So that might, you know, that might come about.
That's dope. That's dope. Shout out to you and Lux about that. Before I jump to my next topic, spinning off of that, do you feel like that angle is played out at this point now? You know, like, is it just like, yo, we still doing that? Especially being that you and Lux is good and you already have taken your public stance, like, moms, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to rehash all your bars, but we all know.
Yo,
so it's like at this point, it's just like, yo, what are we doing with this angle?
I'm gonna tell you what's so funny about that, right? That's why you gotta love battle rap at the same time, right? Because you think you said something that sealed everything. I mean, mom's the real gangster of my family. I ain't seen my pops in I don't know how many years, since I was 12 years old, pretty much. Like, I haven't saw that man, and shout out to him and everything he got going on, and much love to him. That's my pops. Like, you get what I'm saying? I'm not going downplay him for niggas to do nothing, even though me and him we don't speak. We haven't spoken. We don't. That's why I'm like, it's been so many years. My mom's raised me, and my grandmom's raised me. So when you think you telling the truth and you saying that, like, nigga, my mom's was the real gangster of my family. Everybody like, oh my God. And this is something that went viral. And it's like on TikTok going viral. Oh my God. Had everybody tweeting about their mothers and saluting their moms. Like, yo, my mom's too.
Kevin Durant status. Like,
that's the black
real
household.
MVP mom. Yeah, like,
that's
you had
the black
that in
household.
battle rap. Yeah.
And you think you say something like that, and you like this. Hey, look, hey, you like, whoa. All right. I got out of that.
Yeah.
That shit done. No,
every
it's
battle,
not. It's
every
more.
Battle.
And you like, oh my God, I gotta keep going through this.
Yo,
shit.
I gotta say this. My bad. I gotta jump in and say this. And this is because I really want to give you props for this. I'm not the guy that feels like a man needs to walk around with that extra machismo. You know, a man could say, I'm sorry, a man could apologize, a man could admit when his feelings is hurt, a man could cry. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I say all that to set the stage of, I don't want anybody to interpret this the wrong way. And I could be wrong. It was just what I thought I saw. In your third round, when you was battling Math, there's a part where you rapping about this angle. Once again, fast forward, like you said, like y'all still got me talking about it. I already fucking said, all right, come on, y'all crazy. But you were saying, and then you had like a frustrated moment. If y'all watch the footage in that third round, you go, oh, and then you started rapping again. When you did that, you see me turn my head to Shaka. And what I said to Shaka, I was just like, yo, his eyes just welled up. And the camera is almost over your shoulder, so you can't get a clear shot of your face. But from where I was standing, it looked like your emotion set in. And for people that really don't, the kids in the chat, even if your eyes well up, sometimes that could be a sign of adrenaline. As if the emotional moment is like, you balled up your fist and you was like, and And I was like, oh, I turned the shot. I was like, yo, let's switch spots for a second. Like, but yo, like that's crazy that you have that type of passion. So we know you keeping it 1,000. It's just like, yo, and that's why I asked, like, to you, is that angle still hitting? Like,
yeah. So here's the thing about it. So here's the thing about it, though, right? So the thing about it is this: in battle rap, right? How many times we gonna hear, about DNA losing his tooth? Just let's go through every artist that got something going on with them, right? I always feel like nothing gets played out if you do something a different way, right? Because everything can be done so many times, right? How many ways can you cook chicken? Yeah. You can fry it, you can bake, it's still chicken. Yeah, you know what I mean? Of course, I would come up with a chicken, a food analogy or whatever. But
they're gonna get you for that,
right?
No. You're slick because you try to get in front of people. But go ahead. Go ahead.
So here's the thing, though, right? So how many ways can you make chicken? It's like a million ways, depending on what country you go to, what city, what state. Pizza, Detroit style, Brooklyn style. Get what I'm saying? Chicago. So many different ways to make things. So I salute those more than anything, people who just say it and say the same thing, but I salute those who come up with something like a different way, right? Like math, right? Math angle, to me, I laugh at it because he didn't know what he was talking about for me per se, but here's why I loved math angle, because it was the most different way. He put it in a different way that nobody else did. You see what I'm saying? Now, as the person on the other end, listening to the information being received, I know it's off. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like, you the only child and all that. What? I got siblings. Like, what but I do commend him for how he went about it, though. He tried the angle that nobody else did. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, yo, instead of attacking your pops or whatever, what do you know the stress that he had and what he had going on and why he did go in the streets? I was like, you know what? I like that. You dig what I'm saying? Because I never heard that before. So when you attack it in a different way, guess which fucking room I'm in? Why should I guess that when I can blow your house up? It will, right? Be Magic hit me with a certain line about guess which room I'm in. You know what I'm saying? So you got people who hit me with different ways, and you got the regular guess which room I'm in. Oh, this room with the, and it's like, okay, I heard that before. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. So when you take something and you heard it a million times, no. But when you take the same thing and you cook it a different way, like, oh, whoa. I never had the motherfucking, I never put the fries inside the Popeye skin and fold it. I didn't know you could do that.
There you go with the food again.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? My fault, I ain't eat today. I've been fasting. About my fault. About that time after the interview, I eat. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking about it. So with that being said, as long as you cook the same ingredients, but if you add your own ingredient to it, I respect the recipe. I don't respect the recipe that everybody else used. I respect it when you use it, but you add your own seasoning and spice. We good on that. So
Nas said there's nothing new under the sun. It's never what you do but how it's done. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Isn't it Cam's line? Give me that, little nigga. You wasn't rocking it right. Let's keep going. Jay-Z, nigga, you made it a hot line. I made it a hot song. Like, it's like pay attention, y'all. These are all greats. We just said Cam, Jay, and fucking whoever. Is this a super chat from A Ward saying I'm sending 5 more if Clips freestyles on May 6th? He's being a jerk. Shout out to A Ward.
A Ward, hold on.
We're gonna get to that.
A Ward, you better chill, A Ward, because we could do something where we got no freestyling in our contract and figure out who the best out of me and you, because freestyling is something we both don't rely on, but we both lean on when it's the opportunity. So you chill out before you become the other opponent that can't freestyle neither. Watch yourself.
All right, A Ward, you seen that. And shout out to Rufus Green for the super chat as well. And A Ward, I'm gonna talk to you in a second. There's somebody else.
My boy, A Ward, my boy. We was talking
somebody
about
else I was on the phone with A Ward about today. So Charlie Clips and other people. I'm glad that A Ward's in the mix. Charlie Clips for A Ward with a 4th round. Put it in the comments if y'all want to see me try to pay for that. If I could afford it, y'all. But we'll get to that. If I could afford that. If I could afford that. But
you can afford me. You know what?
Go ahead. Say a low number so I can keep it on record and use it in court and shit. Go ahead. Yeah, use this as binding right here. Go ahead.
I was about to say, you know, that Jesus going against his disciple. I don't know. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It happened in front of a church, inside of a church. I might take some money off of the collection plate. You understand
I
what I'm
don't know
saying?
if Clips just meant to say what he just said, but Believe Music Hall is really a church on the low.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Where the whole Do You Believe where Max Out is on the low, that's like a refurbished whatever for parties church.
Do you hear what I'm saying? Amen. Do you
A
hear
Ward,
what
do
I'm
you
saying?
know that? A Ward, you battling there twice. Did you know that, A Ward? Because I never heard him use. Did he use bars about that? I don't
No,
know.
A-Ward used bars about the church when he battled Geechee, I think.
So,
he was in the
maybe
church
A
called
Ward
Clean
didn't know
Paper.
what Believe Music Hall really was.
One of his recent battles, he was in the church and they didn't know it was a church they was into something. I think it was against Clean or somebody, I forgot, but that was fire. But Believe Music, look, believe, do you believe? Now you know what?
It all makes sense.
You caught the Holy Ghost in that battle.
The whole religion thing, right?
You caught the Holy Ghost. You didn't even mean it. The Holy Ghost.
Me being up, so you try to say I was a pastor the whole time.
That's
basically.
a fact. That's a fact.
Yo,
but shout out
like
to A-Ward.
Bars, layers to that shit we just broke down.
Shout out to my boy A-Ward, man, doing big things. I see him arguing back and forth with some people, but at the end of the day, he know who's who, and
he know we got unfinished business on 3 Letter Man. I couldn't tell whether he was mad at me or not about not being on May 6th. A-Ward, you know I got you, man. Come on, man. You know
no.
After, we know I'm about to call you for clips or something like that. Come on.
Yo, listen, he needed he needed a little break. And here's why I say that, right? Fuck, we on here, let's talk about it. He needed a little break. Not a big break or nothing, no, right? Because against Big K, right? A-Ward doesn't go through the scrutiny, right, of anything, but well deserved that he doesn't, because he takes every battle serious and he pours his heart out. Doesn't never deserve to really be scrutinized, but criticized a little bit, but not scrutinized. So he don't need to go through none of the other shit me and the other people go through, right? Because he's one of the best, and on top of that, he pours his heart out in every battle. But the Big K battle was the first time I seen him look like he didn't, like if I don't know if he underestimated K. You get what I'm saying? Like it was some kind of and I think he don't respect Big K's pen. I listened to their arguments. I listened to their debates. He never really felt, when he talked to Big K, you can tell you can't do nothing with me, like nothing. And I think it was the surprise factor of K rapping that long, probably for the first time in his life, rapping for more than 2 minutes. You dig what I'm saying? Because even back then when he first came to I don't know if I'm able to say those 3 letters on here.
No, absolutely. I'm pretty sure you was going to say URL.
Yeah.
Fuck?
All right, look, I know there's a lot of shit going on. Said, man, there's
nothing going on.
Hey, yo, I would have said that on here. They would have watched his back. It would have been like, because when he was on, you know what I'm saying? Shit would have turned to a Chinese movie.
Thought I would have gave you the edit. Actually, even what I just did right there, it might end up in a trailer. So, you know what I'm saying? You never know.
Hey, you know how the BT movies add the other voice? I didn't back then when he was on, you would have said the other league. I said URL, but you said the other league and put the voice in there.
Oh my God.
Like a BT movie.
You know what all this is coming from, y'all? This is his experience on being on set of Wildin' Out. He's thinking about look at him. See, it's all this type of shit goes through this man's mind.
Nah, that's a fact, bro.
You crazy, man. You're a mad scientist, man.
K rounds was still always.
Yo, we don't say those 3 letters over here, man.
I said back then when I said the URL
I'm just
link.
Fucking with you. I'm just fucking with
you. URL
look,
link.
Look, he took me serious, y'all.
Look, on the URL link, if you click on a URL link, back when he was on URL, right? He still had short rounds. And I felt like, yo, A-Ward, that boy showed up not liking you for real. And you showed up more, I want to battle, but he didn't. So I'm not saying A-Ward won a loss. That's not what this is about. What this is about, for the first time, I seen A-Ward underestimate his opponent. So when I said he needed a break, when he went to go battle Vixen, now when you come back even to Divide and Conquer 3 or whatever event, Max Out 3, you get to see a refreshed A-Ward coming off of that battle. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like when he comes back, it'll be I'm back. Y'all thought I played around up here last time. Now and I think that's why that little break right there, sometimes which I need to do here and there. Because I took a break and now I'm back on RBE. And it's time to set some shit in stone on this motherfucker.
Talk.
You get what I'm saying?
You know what? Wow, especially since we didn't spoke about we didn't spoke about Lux. I want to ask you about one other person before we jump into you and Raw specifically.
Sure.
It's a lot going on in the culture around Eazy the Block Captain's name, man.
Salute Eazy. Salute
Eazy. I don't even have to call out a topic. What's your response when I say, what's your thoughts on all the Eazy buzz and all the Eazy talk? Where does your mind go to respond to that initially?
Because
there's a lot of different lanes that Eazy's name is in right now.
Yo, real talk. First and foremost, I gotta say this once again. Salute Eazy. And here's the reason why. A lot of people look at him as just being, because here's the thing, right? So when me and Eazy relationship, right? That's my boy. Like when we clash, I don't want nobody thinking like we're gonna be cool or whatever, because there's certain battles for you, right? Where you can skim through a battle or two and make it through, like by the skin of your teeth, like, ooh, I made it through that one. I'm cool. But there's certain battles that can end you and what you got going on. And those are precious, and you have to take care of those battles. I've been through that. Everybody say one of my best performances was against Rex.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't just a battle about beating one of the greatest from Harlem and the greatest battle rappers ever. My family, my name was on a line. My family back was against the wall. And as a man, I had to go somewhere else with it, or we look bad in the streets. You understand what I'm saying?
Gotcha,
I had to protect us in a certain way. So when people like, yo, that Rex performance, I'd be like, I didn't have to go through that with nobody else. Y'all don't understand that, though. I had to do something about that. I didn't know. And once again, Lux is my motherfucking boy. So we beyond that. But I'm just bringing this up to say, I didn't know he was going to blindside me with that. We were so cool that I didn't think that was going to happen with him. So I had nothing for it. I'm like, he ain't going to do this. Caught me. I learned from him. Love Lux, because I learned, like, okay, everybody doing what they doing. Ain't no friends in this. Bet. I love it. Thank you for teaching me that lesson again. I needed that. So I bring up Eazy to say he's one of them ones. And our relationship, right, I always commend him. Like, we talk, I tell him, salute, do your thing. And here's why. Because he's not just killing in the culture. But the reason why I study him, because how he studied me, I study him and I see him cleaning up everything. His act, you know what I'm saying? That he's trying merch, he's doing music or what he's been doing, but the boy got his braces. The boy braces look nice. His teeth is getting better. He don't wear his glasses anymore. He got the light skin, he's dark skin with the light skin squint eyes. If you be watching him doing interviews and shit, now he'd be like, the ball. They want to book the ball. Now, before it was like,
Yo, why you got the sound of him on stage trying to calm down the crowd?
When we lock in, I know him. Yo, he studies me, but don't realize how much I know this game.
Oh my God.
Turn me up. But then when he does interviews, because they want to book the ball. Now they want the ball to get booked. His eyes are squinching, his skin a little clearer. I see what he's doing. He cleaning up everything about himself. And I love that, man. Just from one brother to another. I love that. So salute to him and the grind that he's on. But let's get back to what we got to get back to. He knows, he even said it. It's in interviews. It's not like I'm probably the one person who don't say nothing to him or about him. I say nothing. I always salute him. I stay out of that little race he got going with John and Suge and all that stuff. I stay away because when me and him lock in, it's going to be so epic that I don't even want to build it now. I want him to be at his most comfortable moment with me. Because, see, I'm going to tell you what Eazy fear. Eazy doesn't fear me 100%. He fears me 50%. But he fears the aura that I bring when I do something. He don't feel his fan base can rumble with mine. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what he's trying to build. And he's trying to get more. Because think about it. In interviews, how many times he gonna say my name? He just did an interview. I want the ball clips. I want clips. Y'all say I'm scared of clips. Give me clips. Give me clips. You ain't really trying to lock in with me now. Because he said I'm his in-game battle. That's what he feels. But it's a certain reason why. And I can't explain that just yet. But by the time me and him lock in, I'll be able to explain everything on stage. But when me and him lock in, though, and here's the crazy part. We're not even going to wait to him to see where I'm going with this shit right now. We're going to see on May 6th we're going to see May 6th going to be the beginning of where I'm going. You understand what I'm saying? But I live for myself. And I care about constructive criticism, but I don't care about dumb shit that people say. You understand what I'm saying? So all the freestyling stuff that I've been doing, mind you, right? Me and you had a great conversation one day, right? And we was just talking about how the freestyle ability to keep up with a Danny Myers, to keep up with a Calico and the Jazz the Rapper, regardless if people feel like, oh, you ain't writing, you're not preparing, you're not doing. I am either winning these battles or if they beating me slightly, like these are legends and GOATs. And if I'm freestyling 90% of this shit, right? But look though, when I'm freestyling, the crowd going crazy, right? But I'm still getting told as they're going crazy, we don't want to hear this shit. Then I spit it and it's like, oh my God. Then the battle comes out. Yeah, it was crazy, but you freestyling, I get penalized for doing something that niggas in the world can't do. I'm one of the talented niggas that niggas can't freestyle or do what I do for a whole round. I told Danny Myers, you did a freestyle, you did a interview, and you said that you rebuttal and freestyle better and more than I do. I'm going to show you this round that you can never be better than me. And I still got penalized while having that angle in the premeditated. That like it still was.
Yeah, all right. Here's where. Go ahead.
This wave that I'm on right now for Eazy the Block Captain, for A-Board, for the nigga from Sandlot, I got a battle on May 6th. Or the nigga from the Mighty Ducks or whatever. All these niggas, I'm trying to tell you now, they done. That's why I'm quiet. I'm on here. I got some other promotion to do. But in terms of how I really feel, I'm quiet. But I'm trying to tell niggas now, y'all should have just let me the fuck alone. Y'all I was getting by like this. Look, ooh, that was a close one. Ooh, that was a close one. Ooh, that's a close one. Clips, we don't like that. We don't like close ones. We want that Lou Castro shit you had. Okay, say no more. May 6th is the beginning of this whole rampage I'm going on.
All right, let's make it a little bit tougher now. Let's make it a little bit tougher. And shout out to Life Struggles TV with the super chat said, "What up, P? What up, Clips? Appreciate that, man.
Yo.
Appreciate you. All right, now, yes, you have had some amazing freestyle moments in recent battles. We give you that. You are still having debatables without having 3 full written rounds with people. When you look at it from a talent standpoint, skill standpoint, we got to give you that. But the first question that I want to ask,
sure,
how or why does it happen? So, for example, there's people out there because you're only as good as your last battle, right?
Yes, sir.
So no matter how classic Lou Castro was and how good the Danny Myers shit was, and you are debatable Calico,
the last coach is gonna
throw them in the garbage, right?
Yes, sir.
Your only battle that you had your entire career was versus Jazz, right? That's how this culture goes, right? All right, so let's ask the question.
Sure.
Jazz is running around right now. People's calling her like the female Mook. She's on an amazing run. I don't even say Jazz, you're arguably the best female that's doing it right now. She's one of the best battlers, period. Doing it right now.
Okay. Right. Yes, sir.
And it was a big event. You know, Kings vs. Queens is a big card for URL right now, big series for them.
Yes, sir.
Caffeine, pay-per-view. How or why does Clips not have a completely written third round for that overall situation? And I know URL pays good.
Beautiful question.
They take care of you. So how and why for that?
Beautiful question. Okay. All right. So here's how things go, right? Some answers cannot be given for how you prepared or what came about when you had a game plan going into something. Mike Tyson always said, what's the great what Mike said? Everybody got a plan
till you get punched in the mouth.
Till you get punched in the mouth. I got punched in my mouth by the crowd when I came out. So here's what I mean by that. Let me give you my mindset, because I got all 3 rounds.
So let's be clear. You had a third written round for Jazz.
All 3.
Okay.
All first verse. I'm gonna tell you why I say that. So they go, let's give it up for Jazz the Rapper, right? Yeah. Now, mind you, this is center stage in Atlanta. This is where I battled Lou, and this is where I just battled Danny. And when I come out, Clips is in the building. I mean, all that shit, right? So then Smack goes, in Harlem. My brother, give it up for Charlie Clips. Salute. If you hear me, I didn't watch the battle, but if they still got it in the footage, you hear me go, oh, nah. Y'all not going to do me like that. Y'all niggas going to show some love.
Before
and
the
even when I said that, it still was
before
like,
the rapping even started, you're saying?
Right?
Okay.
So what I'm bringing up is I don't fault them. I'm not mad at them. The only thing I be trying to get people to understand is this is entertainment, but they get mad when the artist treat it like it's entertainment. Because by no way, shape, or form should anybody come out and not get any cheers. You understand what I'm saying? Especially somebody of my caliber coming out. Like I was just here. I just headlined here. Like I was just here getting wild love. Now I'm quiet on a walkout. I bring this up to not blame them, but I want you to understand how energy works.
I'm walking with you.
No matter how great and dynamic you are, that energy is so beautiful when you got it, right? And if anybody think I'm bugging by that, go through the greats and look at what energy does to people. It can influence you, it can mess you up, but regardless of what it does, it affects your performance, whether good or bad. That energy is amazing. So when she goes, great first round by my nigga Jazz. Love it. Great first round. And when she talked about everything, salute, right? Salute, right? Boom. So when I go to freestyle. The freestyle wasn't one of the best freestyles there was, or whatever the case may be, right? But I know, you know me, I'm a showman. Like I know what hits and what doesn't, right? Even when it's simple, I know what it hits. Even DNA said, I'm not gonna lie, I thought them first two rebuttals was gonna shake the room. And when it was quiet, I said, yo, they really not fucking with me. And because when I came out, a nigga had a thumbs down emoji in the crowd like this. Nigga had a thumbs down emoji. Nigga was swinging a thumbs down emoji. People talking during my shit. So I'm like, yo, they not fucking with the boy. Smack on stage, you can hear him. Boy, you saying some shit. They are asleep. So I say, don't worry about it. I got it. Fast forward a little bit, right? What's the craziest bar they go crazy off in round one? Shout out to my brother Hitman.
Was that the Hitman shit?
Yeah. Shout out to my brother.
The hate don't look good on camera when you said, yeah.
The hate ain't gonna look good on camera. The hate ain't gonna look good on camera. Room shaker. Look though, look. Imagine pouring your heart into some shit and the shit you freestyle and just go, the hate ain't gonna look good on camera.
All right, but Clips, I'm with you from if I put myself in an artist perspective, I'm fully with you.
Right.
If I step back into the artist side, I say, well, you're a professional.
Right.
You're one of our greats.
Right.
So regardless of whether it was the second bar and a 4-bar lead up that hit, or the crowd was like this, you know, the camera and the stream is there, whatever. We still trying to understand when you get to that third round, why is not
nah. You can't do that.
Okay, there's more build. Okay, all right.
You hopping out the car. You hopping out the car. We gonna get to 7-Eleven. I know you want to get your. I know you want to get your Red Bull.
I'm thirsty.
I know. But here's the thing, right? That's a part of it. AR. Nobody cares about the journey building up to the pause on the climax, as we men. So climax is a highly,
you Harlem niggas. My mom wasn't.
I know, right? Pause on the climax, but
ahead,
nobody cares about the build up and battle rap. It's like, get to the point, nigga, right? But what I'm doing is I'm telling you. You asked me a question about what happened.
Got you. Clips, did you get a call? Shout out to Red Top Reactions for the super. It said Clips gonna die versus Eazy. Hopefully
we good? We good?
There you go. You back? What do you got? A call that came in? You good?
Oh yeah.
You back? You unfrozen? Okay. You straight?
So here's the thing, right? So boom, right? So sorry about the call or whatever. So here's the thing, though, right? So boom. See, even the call. Look, trying to interrupt. You see what I'm saying? You see, and I gotta fight through this.
Don't look good on. Come on,
gonna look good. The phone call gonna look good on camera. So let me hurry up and get through it, right? For everybody in the chat, love everybody in the chat. They having fun and shit too. So here's the thing, though. So now I say, yo,
April 1st said Beasley called you.
That, you know what's funny? I think it was too. Nah, I'm fucking around. I'm joking. That wasn't Beasley. That was Beasley. It was Smack. No, I'm joking again. I'm joking again. It was Chico. No, I'm joking again. But listen though. So here's the thing though, right? So boom. So I say the hate ain't gonna look good on camera. They go crazy. So I'm like, oh my God, this is what they went crazy for. Shout out my brother Hitman. So I said, bet. Okay, cool. Look, so I get back into my shit. They go absolutely silent again. So what do? ARP? I run this show around this motherfucker. Fuck y'all. And I close my round, right? I don't win that round. There's nothing to talk about or whatever. Some people like, oh, you gave that round up. No. I just know how shit goes. I'm not gonna fight through this shit. I'm gonna get my respect in the next two and watch what I do. So let's fast forward, right? Your thing is about round 3 specifically, which was my best round, which was the round that I clearly won. So that's why I don't understand why the round 3 is being asked about when I won round 3. Now, round 2 comes down to preference and what you like.
Messed up, but go ahead. I'm
yeah. Because that's why I was confused. Because round 1 was the round I should be criticized the most about because I just said, fuck y'all, and I let it go or whatever, right? So round 2 comes. Boom. Jazz going through the criticism. Oh, she wasn't that good, this, that, and the third. I told Jazz personally, who cares what people say? You had to, we both did what we did. So do your thing. Don't even worry about none of that. So, a lot of, when the battle dropped, a lot of people got me winning. She made a comment, me and Mel had to talk about it. I'm like, damn. I'd be like, yo, why niggas I battle always feel some type of way when I don't tweet, I don't text, I don't say nothing. I just let the battle do what it do. Oh, y'all letting clips with the shenanigans and stuff. So me and I had a great talk about that. And I said, Jazz, what shenanigans? I'm like, you see how they fucking with your head too? I'm like, let me break something down to you. You talked about, pause. You took a fake angle, the same thing as Couture, salute the Couture, about playing in some asshole for 5 minutes straight and putting it in with 4 fingers. I said, grown men might not want to hear that. You didn't think about that part. And then you brought in the Jamaican Jesus, the Bumba Clyde, me, you, me love the Lord. You brought in A Ward uncle, you know what I'm saying, from Trinity, you know what I mean? A Ward. You know what I'm saying? You brought in the Jesus that call him A Ward. You understand what I'm saying? So when you did that, it made people watch the battle and go, I don't like her shit neither. You know what? Now that I think about it, I don't want to hear her playing an ass for 5 minutes. So I'm giving that round a clip. So I'm telling people psychologically, think about that. Even if you give me the round, not just based on my material, but like he might have edged that. And then the third I clearly got. So when they tell me like, yo, you wasn't prepared for 3 rounds, I laugh at that and say, my rebuttal is what might have got me the second round against Jazz. The rebuttal about Jesus. You understand what I'm saying? The how I broke that down in the beginning and did all that. So freestyling might got me the second because they went crazy.
All right, okay, I'm what you see.
So it's not that I didn't have 3 rounds. I did have 3 rounds. I got punched in my mouth and by the crowd, and I'm not gonna say it threw me off, but it made me go, y'all dealing with an animal here. I'm bugged out. Fuck y'all. And I love them, by the way, but fuck y'all. And guess what I did in round 3? Bring it back. Oh, that scheme was, y'all want me to bring it back? Yeah, fuck y'all.
Y'all want me to bring it back? Yeah, fuck y'all.
But guess what though? That's the entertainment part because I love them, they love me. We just not fucking with each other right now. It's okay. But why when the artist not getting any love, booed for no reason, heckled, and all of that, when they get on their shit and talk to them, freestyle about, oh, look at him, he not focused, he not paying attention, all he care about is this. And I will challenge niggas, anybody that's not a battle rapper, get up there and perform your song and let a nigga stand in the crowd, man, this shit ass, that hook trash, that I guarantee you artists, stop the music. Get that nigga right there. Grab that nigga right there. And you notice, niggas that's even performing to go, yo. Grab that nigga right there, and get rid of him or do something. So it's just a part of the game. But why when the artists do it, they get looked at as not being prepared? If you don't like my material and think my material was weak and whack, just think that. But this whole thing of, oh, he's not prepared, he's not this, that, and the third, the shit I'm saying is better than the shit niggas are telling me and I'm freestyling. That's fucking talent. That is greatness.
So I'll say this. As we all listen to the legend himself, Charlie Clips, break this down from an artist standpoint perspective.
That's what you asked me, the artist.
Yeah, from an artist. I respect it. I respect that perspective, man. And I will say this. I've never standing up there with y'all all these years. I've always idolized the fact that y'all can just do that in front of a crowd of people on the spot. Like I think it's very, very hard to do. It's not easy for me to even host, and I say just a couple words per battle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unless it's like Believe Music Hall and I'm talking the whole round. Do you believe? Like I'm fucking up. I'm thinking I'm a battler at that point. Cool. It's all good. Everybody has their moment, right?
Right.
But point being, I respect it, and I understand everything that you're saying 100%. But I think what happens is one thing that you're facing is how good you are. Right. That's one thing that, as I sat here and I listened to you, and I didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh no, give me your feet. I need this.
Yeah, that's the part that I haven't seen you reference at all. Right. Mm-hmm. Charlie Clips. Once upon a time, I'll go back and I'll use you within the example itself.
Okay? You always got some. Go ahead,
yeah. But we both good.
Your archives
off of memory. Yeah. Everything you said just now is probably not rehearsed. I'm the same fucking way. So in the flight of the thought, I'm like, oh, I got a file for him. Like I got a file for you. Once upon a time, I dropped a blog and I put the battlers in categories. God tiers, underneath, nigga. Underneath God tiers, veterans, mid tiers, up and comers. And my friend Charlie Clips called me. Because I think I had the God tiers, like let's say I think it was something like Mook, Lux, Hitman, Cassidy. And I think I had a category that was like right underneath God tier, like right under. And that would be like the Arsenals and the Clips. You know what I'm saying? I had like I didn't want to call it the top tier. I wanted something in between. I said,
you wanted like, so when a nigga read this, he could say, okay, I'm at least I'm that. No, nigga, no.
Listen, and to the public, Clips called me about that. You know, he really appreciate that category. He's like, and he asked me, what separates me from those other guys.
Right.
And to be honest, the conversation that we had, you made some great points about you versus those guys as far as what you guys have done, what you guys continue to do, your current abilities, such as your viewership, your following. And you made a great point on those items to me. And I'm just like, okay, cool. But to your detriment, your talent level, your skill level, your capabilities, and the whole battle rap culture and hip hop world knows you. That's what you're up against. So when we see something that doesn't look like it's going according to plan, it looks like a freestyle, or when Clips is up there and it looks like, okay, it kind of feels like he's joking to save time at this moment. He's laughing, him and Jazz. Well, Raw said that in one of his joints. He said, I don't want to shake his hand. I want to be your friend. You could get up there with Clips. He's got such an overwhelming presence. Next thing you know, you shaking his hand the whole battle. He's got you laughing. He draws you into that type of shit. And then the battle drops and he's got the victory. He brought you into his world. You know what I'm saying? Raw is smart enough to pick that up. But when we see those type of things and we know about a battle that you talked about, like a Rex performance, and I understand the circumstances that you broke down. Right. Understand that you go into that. It's a lot on the line.
But street, I can go there. I can.
That's the thing.
I got you.
Even when I see bloggers talk about like, yo, but I seen him versus Clips. I mean him versus Clips, him versus Math, him versus K. Like I didn't see that. Like you constantly remind us at points like, this is what I do. This is what I can do. I can make it very, very dark. I could stop smiling. I could get mad. I could get serious. I could not freestyle a whole joint. Right. So it's just like when a battle isn't of the caliber of who you are, and you don't do things what the fans think is according to plan, they're gonna put the knock on you.
Thank you for
that. So fast forward now. Mason, that's real, man. You're fighting yourself. That's like a fact. Because you're that good. So
and you know what? That was a double entendre. You probably don't know because Rosenberg kind of looked like me, like a little bit. So I am fighting myself because I don't want to look like that. So I'm fighting not to be him or look like him. So in a way, I'm sorry.
Oh shit. And I'm even sorry. To look like him could be physical and battle rap wise, y'all. So that was a double two. But But on May 6th, man, let's make sure that we get to this point now. This is important, man.
Yeah.
We set an expectation. You put a video out, you had the gold belt on your shoulder, You said I'm retiring as the champion of freestyles. And on May 6th, y'all getting 3 written rounds, no freestyles. Was that a troll? Is that serious? Are we setting the full 100%, no bullshit, all jokes aside, expectation on May 6th versus Rosenberg Raw? 3 fully written rounds, no freestyles. They're going to get. You need to get dark in there for Rosenberg Raw. Is that the expectation? Is that what we're telling the fans?
I would say this. I don't need to get dark for Rosenberg Raw.
Okay.
It just needs to get dark for everybody that I battle from here on out. You understand what I'm saying? It's not just Raw. Unfortunately for Rosenberg, he just has to be the lamb that just happens to walk by while I'm looking for some shit to sacrifice.
Catch you at the wrong time, you're saying?
Yeah, pretty much. And he's been talking a lot. And I have yet to say anything to him, because when I see him, it's nothing but love, and he tells me I'm the greatest, and if he lies about this, then he lies. But he knows the conversations that me and him had. So to hear the things that he's told you, that hasn't hit online, and the things he's been saying online, it has really sparked my interest, though. I will give him that, and I salute him in that form of hitting a certain button. You understand what I'm saying? Just as well, because I'm already in a different headspace at this moment. But he did push it even more. You understand what I'm saying? It's like the button was pushed already. You get what I'm saying? By the people and my standards and what I need to do and everything. But he jammed the button. So now the shit jammed. So now that button is stuck. Now, you get what I'm saying? It had a slight opportunity. It's stuck. He paused. He hit the button too hard. The button is stuck. He shouldn't have did that. It was already pushed. And you want to keep pushing it, and then now the button is stuck. So now, when it comes to this certain thing, like, I don't want to shake his hand either. Like, I don't want to speak to him. I don't want to do nothing. That's why I haven't wrote him, haven't said anything. You understand what I'm saying? Nothing. Like, I'm talking about
Charlie Clips is one of the coolest niggas in the game. If he's coming into a battle rap event where when the cameras is off, most people yuck it up, and you don't shake Rosenberg Raw's hand, to me that means you wanted to get dark for him. To me, that means you want some other shit.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. And listen, man, I'm one of them people. I salute people. Where he's at right now is well deserved in the moves that he's making. Just talk too much for a nigga that ain't really getting nowhere yet. He's just talking too much. That's why I tell people, you get put in these positions. The shit I've seen in battle rap and the shit I've been through. And first and foremost, let's not forget this. I wanted to thank you again for that breakdown that you did before I go anywhere else of everything. And salute to all the fans, the ones in the chat, the ones in battle rap. Salute to everybody. Salute to DNA. Salute to my brother Leon. Salute to my brother Nate. These are people just as well. Everybody I just named, including you, all told me about the freestyling thing and all broke it down to me. Exactly, that's how it is. We just hold you at a high regard. And when you on your shit, you are like the most dynamic nigga there is. But any little freestyling, we don't know what you're doing. You fucking us up.
We don't forget the time where, because the culture will put different people with wearing the crown for a moment. You can have it for
everybody.
You can have it for a 6-month period. You can have it for whatever.
Get your time.
I remember when you had that crown, dog.
Yeah.
I remember when it was just like the best person is not. It's not Hitman. It's not Lux. It's not Mook. It's not this hot person. Not Calico. It's not DNA. It's Charlie Clips. I remember that time.
For the year 2014, I was the first ever champion of the year. It wasn't called champion of the year at that time, but I was the first person ever nominated in all of battle rap by the the high, I wouldn't say higher ups, but everybody who meant something, from league owners, you understand, to bloggers. I was voted. Like, this was something
like how the GMs have like a player vote.
Yeah.
In
I
the
was
league.
voted, and that year, and then I battled Lux, I battled Hollow after that, and I battled them within like a 2-month span with battling passwords in between. I was bugged out. I was an animal, you know what I mean? And maybe if I paced myself out, you dig what I'm saying? And I clear those two, we ain't got nothing to talk about as the best nigga ever in battle rap. But those,
and speaking of the GM vote, there was a time where you had the highest viewed battle on all of the top 3 platforms at one time, like all lines, right?
Yeah.
Like,
it was everything.
The highest viewed battle across all the leagues
Dumbass,
at one time.
Hitman, dumbass, want to argue with Cassidy. Why they couldn't be cool? Why they couldn't be friends, man? Why Hitman and Cassidy couldn't be friends at that time, man? Damn, man. That battle boosted everything up. Hitman
Yeah,
should
you
just.
had a line
Hitman was
across all the
already good at
leagues,
it.
the top
Hitman was
battle
already.
of
Listen,
the
it was
top view
always me,
joint.
Hitman. It was always me and Hitman, right? And respecting my boy Surf Free the Way. The only reason I ain't put Surf in that because Surf stayed on one platform. Hitman also moved around with me. Hitman was on King of the Dot. Hitman was on Guerrilla Warfare. That's what me and him battled at. You understand what I'm saying? RBE. Hitman moved around. And what was this shit? Battle America or the shit in St. Louis. He already done did a bunch of shit. So when it comes to views, I always say he stepped out into to other worlds and dominated in other worlds too. So it was always me, Hitman, and Arsenal. You get what I'm saying? Like always right there. Now I'm number one most viewed battle rapper ever in America. Hitman had an Arsenal was number two, but Arsenal have one battle. He could pass me. That's how me and him go. Yeah. And then Hitman is the highest in terms of views per battle. You get what I'm saying? His average is phenomenal. I think like 2.5 million. So, with all that being said, you know what I mean? Just to sum all that up, just to say like, yo, it's been a great journey for me and I appreciate it. And that's why I fucking love the culture. Everything you literally just talked about, everything they writing about in the chat. Yeah, I can see it. I got my phone, motherfuckers. I see what's going on. Everything I can see, salute to them in there. Salute to everybody. I bring that up and I say to say, that's how I stay motivated. I create motivation some way, somehow. You got to find that shit, yo. And one thing, I don't want people messing up in battles, freestyling all the time or fucking up, right? So salute to the twerk, salute to the Geechees and stuff or whatever, right? And I bring them up to say to say this, right? Because Geechee hit a stretch where he freestyles a lot, and you had people writing about him saying, "Oh, Geechee, you don't seem to be prepared as you used to be, right?" Or twerk, right? But battle rap is storylines. And Geechee ran battle rap for what, 2 years or something like that. He was that dude for 2 years. And then I'm glad people got a chance to see what it's like when you run something for a long period of time. Shit just don't hit the same no more sometimes, and you got to reset. But sometimes you might not catch on until your 66 battle. Where it's like, yo, all right, shit, it ain't working no more. I got to reset. So for me to be in my career from 2009 when it first aired with Tay Rock on World Star to 2023, you know what I mean, going into RBE on May 6th, you know what I mean, against Rosenberg, it's like, yo, that's amazing to me. Like, yo, I still got work to fucking do. And I love it. I got work to do. Because now my storyline goes back to, here he goes playing again. Oh man, Clips ain't shit. He bullshitting right?
Yeah.
Now
like
I get this
throughout your whole career. We said the only thing that happened on your whole resume was jazz, right? That's what we was. That's how we got into this part, right?
Right. Like yeah, like that, like right. The way the people perceived me and stuff was like,
That's
okay, cool. So now May 6th, it's like I get a reset of just like, let me show y'all what something clear is with me. Like, let me let you motherfuckers know. Don't ever play with me again. When I walk out, you motherfuckers better salute. You niggas better show love or whatever, because this is what it's like when we show love to each other. When I come home and that food ain't on the stove and I'm hungry and shit, get your ass up and cook. That's how if I came out, it's like my wife ain't love me, man. I walked out, baby, I'm home.
I'm glad you went back to that walkout thing.
I walked out, baby, I'm home. She in the bed with another nigga. Oh, baby.
You said another nigga because you've been at that venue twice and they fucked at you. Okay, I got you.
I thought that was my wife. Center stage.
You thought that
called Charlie's stage.
You thought you had one. You thought you had one. You had the ring in your pocket. You was about to take one knee.
But that's why I'm salute to everybody that was there though, because I'm glad y'all did that. Give me something to fight for.
I'm glad they did it too. Trust me, for Mason. now I got two things.
That's hilarious, yo. Give me something to fight for now.
I'm
now
glad I have something to fight for. All right, so I got two things before I let you get out of here.
All right.
The first one is, you definitely didn't see this one coming. You didn't fully answer the freestyle question. Are we getting 3 full written rounds.
Yeah,
No
you so
freestyles
smart,
on
yo.
May
I
6th.
thought yo, listen to me.
You had a great, and
I thought
I
I
don't think
got
that you
out of there,
curved.
but did you peep?
The way that you,
Did
and
you?
we listened to you for the last 15 minutes, but we didn't get the full answer to that.
Good shit, man.
So I need that before we get out of here.
You got the eye of the fucking tiger, man. I didn't think you was gonna peep.
I gotta have at least half of one to be
that
in here with y'all for 10 years.
Listen,
to be in here with y'all for 10 years, I gotta
listen.
have at least half an eye.
I threw on my lawyer suit. I thought I presented the best case in America. I walked off and said, now that's the reason why that man is innocent. And his life is in your hands. And you make the
back
decision.
with more charges.
They banged the gavel, said guilty, nigga. I said, all right.
And the reason why it's important is because I feel like that video that you put out there and what I've been saying and everything. So for me and you both to be here, because people think that this is some people that haven't followed me in clips over the years might think that this is league owner and GOAT battler. You know what I'm saying? One of our GOATs. Me and Clips, you got to see us off camera like ever since RBE started.
That's a fact.
You would think we grew up on the same block.
Always love, nigga, super love. You know how
you would think we grew up on the same block.
So you know me. You know me. You know when I'm dancing.
And that's the way that me and you troll each other, all that type. They have
no
when
clue. I'm dancing. You caught me dancing. You listen, I was in the crib moving like this. Nah, nigga, answer. All right, man.
The song went
what's
off.
The question what's the question? I'm gonna answer it right now.
The question is, are we giving the fans what we've already said in your video, as well as what's been stated several times? Are we reiterating once again clearly?
Yes, sir.
That Rosenberg Raw is getting 3 fully written rounds on May 6th, and Charlie Clips is not going to freestyle in these 3 rounds. Now, I'm not saying rebuttals, but I'm saying
that's freestyle. That's freestyle.
No, so hold on. Let me tell you, when I'm promoting this and when I keep engaging the fans and I'm saying, yo, bloggers, this is what the conversation we have behind the scenes. To me, I'm saying like the rebuttals to start your round purely to designate something about what the person just did in their last round. That's it, right? Award style, so to speak, right? After that, once you start your writtens, the way they were written in your phone, in your pad, or however you go about writing, even if you put in your mind, if you start your 3rd round, well, I said, hey, yo, that's what happens after the rebuttal is done. And if you close your round with, so that's why I'm the greatest ever, that's what you make it all the way to, with no freestyles in the middle. Are we committing to that for 3 rounds on May 6th versus Rosenberg Raw? Yes or no?
Yes. So you look. Okay. So you saying I can't?
So I said rebuttal in the beginning.
So you saying the moment? Do
you write in your phone? You write in your phone?
The moment I go.
How do you write? How do you write? I forget. How do you write?
In my mind.
In your mind?
Yeah.
Okay. However you start your 1st, your 2nd, and your 3rd round, and however you end your 2nd and your 3rd round, once you write and you complete it and you memorize it in your mind, that is what you actually rap and perform on May 6th. And the only thing outside of that could come in the form of before the round starts of a rebuttal. That's it. Nothing in between.
So hold on.
Nothing in between.
So you saying I can't go like, so you said something about my like,
no, hell no. Because all the fans, all the bloggers, all the media, we know you well up there. We know you too well up there. So no. And then on top of that, I feel like it does a lot to remind fans of what you look like, fully prepared and laser focused.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they feel like sometimes you freestyle because you got thrown off. And we don't expect the Charlie Clips to be able to get thrown off if he's, you know what I'm saying, locked in like that.
Totally understand.
So we want to see that dark, fully written rounds, no freestyles.
Charlie Clips versus the nigga from Sandlot, May 6th, 3 fully written rounds. No freestyling. Even if in my round I happen to have a rebuttal that was already there for something he probably will say, I won't even go to the point of saying, and you said, because you know that's a secret, sometimes when you already have the line, you just got to go. And you said something about to make it sound like you know what I mean? I'm not even going to go there with it. Nothing that you said. We're not even going to do you said. We're going to leave you said out. We're going to leave you said out.
So said that, yeah. I want y'all to drop a comment. if Charlie Clips has just committed to that, and that's the clips that we're getting, he said he's not going to shake Rosenberg Raw's hand. He heard when Rosenberg Raw said niggas be trying to make Charlie be trying to make people his friends and laugh and shake hands, and he said he wants it to get dark on May 6th. Drop in the comments, can Rosenberg Raw beat that Clips on May 6th? Everybody drop a comment.
Rosenberg Raw can't beat the other Clips.
Oh
so
shit.
So that's like, am I lying? Hold on, time out. Am I lying? Asking people in the chat, but ask, can he beat both Clips? He can't.
Drop the comment, y'all. Drop the comment. But I care. But when I care about those, the one that's showing up May 6th. Drop a comment.
Oh no, the May 6th.
Is it possible for Rosenberg Raw to beat that Clips on May 6th?
The other clips showing up, but the other clips, though, you get what I'm saying? In case the real clips pass out, the other let me stop. Like I'm scared.
All right, I got one more for you before I let you get out of here, man.
All right, bet.
I need your predictions, man. And if we wasn't here, if I had you that much longer, I'll pause that for you. I will go down the whole card.
Shout out to everybody in the chat too. Got over
shout out to the whole chat, man.
Over 1,100 people in there watching.
Yeah, it's almost 1,200. It's like 1,194. I see. So shout out to everybody that came through to watch me and Clips chop it up. Y'all,
appreciate all of y'all.
I'm definitely here to hear about Clips right now and Rosenberg Raw. And this title said, I don't know if you can see the title, but the title says Charlie Clips addresses all written rounds for Rosenberg Raw May 6th. That's what the title says. So yeah, they was coming to hear what you was gonna say, nigga. And I had to make sure I got the clear answer.
That's crazy. Cause I be seeing dudes be doing lives and I be seeing they lives be like, and don't get it twisted, 200, 300, amazing. That's beautiful. I always look at it to have that many people come, but you know, we hitting that 1,200.
It really comes down to the guest or what the topic is. If I do a live right now that says ARP is talking about health.
Look at the front on me, y'all. Look at the front on me. This is all I wanted to do.
No, it wasn't for you. No. I'm giving you the credit and taking it from me. What I was about to say is if I do a live that says ARP talks about health, there's gonna be 50 people in here. If I put a title. If I put a title that says Charlie Clips just pulled some bullshit behind the scenes, I'm about to expose them. There's gonna be 5,000 people in here. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you why to be 50 people. If you got your shirt off with the baldy with the screen, because that your Instagram. This is why I follow you in real life and not on the gram. Because one time you had on the little wrestling shirt and your nipple was halfway out. And I don't know if you did that on purpose, but I never.
What?
I didn't battle on RBE since then. That's why I really didn't come back. But now I'm back though, but you know that's just another story in itself though. You know what I mean?
My God. All right, the last one that I was really going to, y'all, was I need your predictions for Murder Mook versus Big K. And I feel like a lot of people is gonna have different perspectives when we drop the face off. I watched the full face off this morning. It's like an hour plus long, y'all. We dropping the full thing in one piece. There's a lot of dimensions of it. So I know y'all gonna have different feedback after y'all see that, maybe going this way or that way. But right now, Clips, what you got?
Yo, first and foremost, shout out to Big K. I had the opportunity to go against him. I always say that Big K, I always look at the elites, right? And I hate putting people on, not hate putting people, but just to tie them into one platform. But that's what you have to do just as well. Shaq is not one of the greatest of all time overseas in the world, yes, but he never played overseas. You get what I'm saying? So you can't say he's top 5 overseas. Like that's just what it is. So I look at it right in the NBA, right? And RBE is the NBA, you know what I'm saying? Just as well as URL and Chrome. That's the 3 leagues I always look at as the NBA, right? And Big K is one of the top 4 people over there. Big K, A Ward, Ill Will, and the dude from Sandlot. You know what I mean? And Hitman whenever he comes back, come back over. So with that being said, salute to Big K. I had an opportunity to battle him. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go with Mook, Harlem all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm always go with Harlem. So and I'm not even being biased in that one. He said I'm always gonna go Harlem, and then the next sentence said no bias in that one. Like, what's up? No bias. You know what I mean? Because I don't live in Harlem no more. So
I'm always gonna go Harlem, but no bias on my prediction, y'all.
Nah, Harlem, Hitman, Goods, DNA, Harlem, anybody, Lux, and my brother Sean, anybody I'm always go for. But here's the thing I want to say about this though, right? Besides the biasness or whatever, right? Just from of seeing Mook in a battle with Rock the last time I seen a small room battle from him. right? And I seen y'all blog where it's like 200-300, which is technically not a small room, but the way it looks. That's what people got to understand about a small room. It's about how it looks. And it feels like a small room. It looks like a small room. I seen y'all walking around, that vibe and that energy, standing in the middle of the floor. We seen Mook against Rock, and then we seen K in his last one with A Ward in that same, in that same room. I just think Mook versus Rock was phenomenal, and I think that's what he's about to bring to K. And but I think K gonna have some shit too, man. But I'm gonna go with Mook on that one. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go with Mook on that one.
Appreciate you, homie. Thank you for that. Keep your eyes out for the face-off, man. Hit my line, shoot me a text. Let me know your thoughts when you see the face-off clips. I'm curious, man. I want to hear from the battler's perspective because these guys did have a couple chessboards out at different points in the face-off. So,
yo, first of all, before we get off, man, big shout out and salute to you. I always say this. Besides us really being boys and shit, man, like your ideas of what you put together, I always genuinely thought like the way you think, man, is awesome because you put shit together that nobody's thinking about in the world.
Thank you, man.
And you specialize on that shit, right? Like it just be like it just be out of nowhere. You'd be like, wait, what? Like how when did this like Mook versus Big K is like a shocker? You know what I'm saying? It's like Mook coming back over there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And it's like, all right, but against Big K, I'd have never thought that would have happened. And this is not saying K don't deserve Mook, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't do that. Who deserve who? Like we beyond that. K is one of the highest niggas in the game, regardless of what. So to put that battle together, salute you. To put me against the dude with the Sandlot, salute. Los Ill Will. You dig what I'm saying? Swave. Remy. Yo, what I told you about, you know what I'm saying? When I told you about Loco, I asked for him. Remember, I said, yo, what happened to Loco? He was looking like one of them ones, and you said, don't worry, something dropping soon. He back or whatever. So salute to the ladies that's on the card. Salute to everybody. Divide and conquer too. You understand what I'm saying? Get your tickets now. If you ain't got them, or cop the pay-per-view. Sandlot 3 will be filmed. You get what I'm saying? And it's gonna be crazy, man. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be crazy or whatever. Appreciate the convo, my brother, as always, man. Much love, and I'll see you. So I'll probably see you next week. If I see you next week, let's if I see you next week.
Give me 24 hours heads up on what we was just talking about.
Okay, bet. Love, bro.
My man, I got you. Yo, be safe, my man.
Right, yo, everybody in the chat. Love y'all, man. Salute.
My man Clips.
Love.
Yo, did y'all notice his name? His name said, and shout out to Max Payne. RBE brings sound effects back after Haymaker. Maybe some battles. You never know. You won't hear him for this card, I admit, y'all. We want to keep the production of this one just like Divide and Conquer Part 1. Did y'all notice that Clips' name that he used to sign into this shit was Good's father? I never really, obviously they fucking super cool and friends and all that type of shit. But the way that they go at each other's moms and shit, like some of my closest friends, I have never been able to do that with. Like these guys have this it's been like how many years they constantly diss each other's mothers and in the public, right in front of all of us. Like I always thought that was crazy. But yo, shout out to Clips, man. I think it's real dope that he's looking to come to the May 6th battle and put himself in that spot. I think that's super dope. He doesn't have to because he is one of our greatest of all time. He really doesn't need to. Clips is a draw no matter what. He's one of the biggest names in this game. He is one of the highest viewed in this game. There's real stats to back that up. Obviously, that's black and white. That's not me just saying that. And he's got classic and epic and lifelong legacy type of performances already. He doesn't have to do that for this battle. It's not even something that we really had on the table when we did the initial contract, because when we did the initial, actually, we didn't have it on the table at all. Because when we signed the Rosenberg Raw initial contract, he didn't even battle Jazz yet. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't have to do that for us, y'all, and for the culture, and for the fans, and for the bloggers, and for the media, and everybody, or for Rosenberg Raw. He didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? And him doing that is on his own. You know, just being officials. Like, okay, I see what they want. I see what they need me to do right now. Like he said, I'm gonna hit the reset button. You know what I'm saying? Then he's looking out for RBE. You know, he's showing me love. And that's something I always appreciated about Clips. I just feel like at times, you know, he's definitely held us down, and we've tried to do the same over the years during, you know, whether it's matchups or just regular me and him rocking out. You know, I have a lot of respect and appreciation for Clips, man. a lot of respect and appreciate. And he's one of the coolest niggas in this culture for real. It's like it's hard for Clips to really, really fuck somebody over or just come off like he's just like, yo, this is the type of guy you around. Like Clips is really a good guy, man. He's really a good dude, man. So shout out to Charlie Clips. I know Rosenberg Raw don't give two fucks about everything I just said though. I know Raw is just like, and I'm trying to bury this guy. And I want to see that. I want to see that with Clips and Raw. I want to see them not shaking hands. I want to see a Clips again without smiling and laughing and joking or shaking hands on camera with his opponent in front of him. Straight stone face, mad. I want to see that Clips again. That's the clip. That's the Clips I can't wait to see, man. And we end up in those moments a lot. And I always told people when we have the reputation for normally having the best quality battles. We've had that reputation for a long time. And it's more than just the matchups. It be the timing, it be our rapport and our relationships, it be the business, it be the way that we share like for like visions together. There's a lot of elements that come together and make us all say, wow, how did RBE just end up, or Rosenberg Raw just end up with the best Charlie Clips? And he's had all these other main stage and big battles and all that type of stuff. Well, these are some of the reasons why. When we announced Charlie Clips, some people may say, oh, I'm not sure because his last battle. And so RBE takes that hit, but then he repays us back. Well, by the way, he's going to show up on May 6th. And then RBE gets to stand up and say, like, look at the outcome of this battle and this card. So it really is a one hand wash the other when you're dealing with somebody as good of a nigga as Charlie Clips. And his talent is going to meet that halfway. We're going to get what we're going to get on May 6th. So Rosenberg Raw hasn't been playing with any of his opponents. And if you get Charlie Clips in the mode that he just said that he was going to be in, it's going to take the best Rosenberg Raw ever to beat that. So we're going to see what happens. Before I get out of here, I'll tell y'all about the face-off real quick. The Murder Mook versus the Big K face-off. I watched it this morning. Avocado sent over the edit. The edit is crazy. He's using like 4 different camera angles and all this type of stuff, and the graphics and the intro and all this type, like Avocado slow motion footage in there. Like the Avocado just went crazy editing this face off. It looks amazing. It's in the same venue that the battles will be in, but it's in a different room. So if you see the battles, it kind of got like white walls behind the battles that you keep seeing dropping for Divide and Conquer in the blue room. The face-off got black walls around us. So that's across the hall. It's a smaller room that you could do like a smaller card in, but we're in the same spot. So you see on Hip Hop Is Real, me and Murder Mook walked across the hall into the main room where the battle's going to be. You got to see him get his footing. Mook walking around. He's like, oh, this is where it's at. And is there's people over there? And I'm like, yo, this whole room's going to be full. He's like, yo, this is crazy. This is dope. And I thought it was great for him not to be, I shouldn't say blindsided, because these guys as artists need to show up and be able to perform any and everywhere. But and a lot of times they go into these new venues for the first time. Nobody's ever been there before, right? That's why Daylight showed up like 2 hours early at Max Out before battling King Los. He was there before me. He was on stage just walking the room and just figuring out and just feeling out like, okay, the balcony, boom, boom, boom. But you know what I'm saying? So it was good for Mook to get to the blue room and get to see it and walk it and be like, okay, I see what's going on here. But the face off was dope. There was a feel out process. There was a little bit of them playing chess. There was some new possible angles that came out. There was times where they was arguing. I think like the last 20 to 30 minutes of it is when you seen things more elevated, like oh, they definitely don't like each other now. You know what I'm saying? But before that, it was just a bunch of arguing and debates and just like, yeah, like those guys now get to look at each other in a personal way now. After that face off did everything that we needed it to do. Make these guys look at each other and say, you know what? It's not just business. It's not just competitive nature of me now. I don't like you. That's really what just happened for the face off. Like they don't like each other now, personally. It got personal. So, and that's what we need, because this is what we all want as a culture, right? This is what we want. Who are we kidding? Max Payne, ARP salute. Thank you from the culture. You are on a mission, really. Like how you bringing that roster up. Like guys like Payne, Coach, Bad News, ARP. We thank you, my guy. I appreciate you as well. Bad News, though, I can't take credit for bringing up. That's got to go to Bullpen and John, but I have worked with Bad News. He's had some dope looks over here, though. He battled Jay Murdo over here. He battled KT over here. He battled Sway Sever over here. He just battled Payne over here. It was a dope battle that people are watching right now. So shout out to Bad News, man. But I give that type of credit really to John and Bullpen. But yeah, the new bricks, man. You got people like Caution, the people that you named. Remedy Loco's coming back on this card. I feel like he's a star in the making as well. We got a bunch of other bricks. Tato's on the card. Zay's on the card. Jay Breed's on the card. Who else is on the card? Am I missing anybody? I'm missing any bricks. It's not easy for me to even remember this full 10 battle card at this point. I'm trying, y'all. But yeah, we got bricks on the card, of course. So I appreciate that. But yeah, Face Off will be dropping any moment. It might drop tonight. It may drop tomorrow. It's definitely not gonna drop before the week is over. So just stay subscribed. Cut your alerts on. I got King Los coming on with me this week. I think we got QB coming on with me. I want to get Coach and Payne for a face-off on here on the podcast, because the things that they're saying to each other on Twitter, I think I kind of want to see that before we get all the way to I don't want to wait for the press conference to see these guys get some energy off. I want to see that. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably end up linking up with Ill Will next week. This weekend, if I find time, I'll probably do a Sorry Is True regular podcast. I'll mix in some battle rap, but I'll get to some other topics too. We got more battles on the way. We got the on-site from the last card dropping. We got more 1SKs dropping, more intake battles dropping, more trailers dropping. Oh, stay subscribed. And shout out to you if you are subscribed. I appreciate y'all. Go to rarebreedent.com right now. Get your live pay-per-view to make sure you do not miss this 10 battle epic event that's going down on May 6th. They're saying that we described Divide and Conquer 2 as Max Out 3. And I ain't mad at y'all for saying that. I actually appreciate it. And we're expecting to have at least 90% of the battles to be great and better. Bare minimum great. So a lot of prep time. We want to continue the tradition of what we just did on part 1, where every battle was great. We're going into that small room environment. It's a great crowd that has developed to follow and support RBE in Atlanta, where we've been doing a majority of our events lately. So it's a great and a neutral crowd that's been fucking with us. So the stage is set. We're not done. We got a lot more coming up. We didn't even get to the press conference the day before. We got a lot more coming, but the stage is set for the battlers. I feel like RBE has already at this point done its job, but I'm still working, man. Actually, I'm about to get off of here. I'm about to go record with Jims for his channel. And then at 8 o'clock, tune into the 15 Minutes of Fame channel. I'll be on with Restore Order. Shout out to Uncle Raj, shout out to Heavy Bags, shout out to IP, and shout out to Swave. I will be on Restore Order tonight at 8 o'clock. So you see how much I'm working, right? So we outside, y'all. Appreciate all y'all tuning in. Shout out to 3 Letterman in the building. I got to go get on 3 Letterman shit too. He said Mook is an antagonist. Yeah, wait until you see the face off 3. All right, y'all. Once again, Restore Order and also subscribe to Jims. More shit coming up over there. I'll be back ASAP. Keep your eyes on the channel. A lot coming. Appreciate y'all.